Previously on Story Hoard.
Momori walks over to Sildra. Hey, about earlier, I just wanted to say, or rather apologize. I shouldn't have lost my temper.
The things you seek lie deeper in the woods. Follow the trail until you find a clearing. It was supposed to be a smoke bomb. What were you thinking? You were supposed to be in and out and not get seen. We were assigned to prove ourselves. That's what I did.
Momori's done about this. Momori's coming in with Nugget. Momori's coming after this person.
They turn to you, Maddie, and their hood falls back, and it's the face of what would be a young woman, except for the fact that she has the eyes and ears of a cat. The other two teenagers stand with their comrade. So much for talking things out. Peaceful style. And with that initial attack, everyone takes a fighting stance, and you all need to roll initiative.
Here we go.
Get to rolling. Roll those d20s. Remember your modifiers. Oh. That's a sound we'd love to hear.
That's a fun sound.
I crit failed, so,
No!
goodbye. If it makes a difference, my modifier +2, but I don't think it makes a difference with a crit fail. It doesn't, does it? It just, I eat it. I'm done.
I mean, like, for initiative, there's not really a whole lot you can critically fail on unless, like, you want to be very mean, Grace. But that's DM discretion. Like, you can just add your initiative and see if there's anyone who has a lower initiative than you. Like, maybe one of the other people will crit fail.
What did you two roll?
I got a dirty 20.
Damn.
Okay. Very cool. And
I got a 9.
9. Okay. No one
Grace,
rolled
You are so
lower
lit.
than a 1.
You remember how much you love me.
I do love you, and I was on the fence about whether or not to involve Bobino.
No, Grace. No, you're not. Don't bring a child into this.
I think she's bringing a child into this.
The child did roll a 17, so second in the order. Good work.
Got those young reflexes.
Yep, so let's just... I genuinely was not sure if I wanted to add him in. I had stats for him on the side, but that critical failure there, you now have to account for the roundest, most fragile-looking 10-year-old, as you guys are kicking ass. He has HP. Be careful.
Mm-mm.
Fun stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna rewrite
Sorry,
that.
guys. Grace, you're rewriting him into this?
Another fun thing is that we haven't had a long rest since our last big fight. So,
Wait, we have though,
Sildra,
right?
have we?
No,
Yeah, I
because your
didn't
last
think so.
fight
We
was
No.
your last fight
No,
was with
that
the
was
teachers.
this morning.
Yeah, that was this morning.
Ithaco did heal Sildra back up
Mother-
to full when she intervened to keep Momori
Yes.
from braining them.
My concern is that I do not have any first level slots open now, so like 3 of my most powerful spells are off the table.
Oh, is that so? Thank you for keeping track of that. Thank you so
Oh,
Thanks a
much.
lot, Zafarius.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Kevin?
Maddie? Miss Meteor Hammer? I was trying to talk us out of this. You initiated combat.
Listen,
This is not my fault.
sometimes, you just don't tell people information. This is like when the teacher's like, okay, anyone else have any other questions? And someone raises their hand and they're like, do we have homework? Like, sometimes you just keep quiet and you don't tell Grace this information. It's
But what
been
if
weeks.
there is homework and I try to pretend there's not, and then I look like a fool? I'm supposed to be keeping us on top of stuff.
And we love you for it. I love you for this, Kevin. Thank you
I
so
still
much
can't-
for participating.
The thing is, I can't remember when I used my second spell, because I know I used Chromatic Orb against Lefarius.
You
Fireball?
threw the
And I
nat
used
20
Firebolt.
fireball at his face to open
Yeah.
up combat.
But
You threw a snowball at Cathead.
That's
I thought
what
I
you
did. That's where it went. That's where it went. I thought
That's
there was
where
a
you-
snowball
you-
somewhere in there.
Yep, and you didn't throw it very good, and she did a
Nope.
flip and went back on her feet, and that's how the fight. Okay, yeah, this all tracks. This is all wonderful. Round of applause for everyone for keeping each other honest. Good work, team.
Rules
I'm
are
so
fun.
disappointed
I'm
in
in a
all
bush
of us.
still.
And you will stay there and let the combat ready people handle things.
To keep us all honest, you, Momori clocking the cat girl with her meteor hammer. She lost HP for that. It did do damage for that, and I've reduced her total accordingly. All right. Well, with all of that kind of prep work out of the way, I think we're ready to start combat. So to set the scene, you are all standing in this wide clearing. It is the seven
I'm
of
in a
you.
bush.
Mateo is in a bush. It is the six of you. Sildra in the center of the clearing. 3 clowns ready to fight. A very scared and upset Bobino sitting on a sack of what can only be presumed to be the looted relics. Momori with her meteor hammer at the ready. And Sildra, who had conjured an illusion of twisting roots and vines to enclose the space, to which I don't know necessarily that anyone is aware is an illusion, but it's keeping you all confined for now.
You can do like a check. Let's see, what's the check for that?
That'd be wisdom?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay, good to know. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, that can be one of their like actions.
Sure. If that's the case, though, Mateo, you're on the outside of this ring. That's interesting. That's a fun little development that we'll get to when it's your turn, I guess. To Mateo's perspective, you're watching all of this go down, and it's escalated so quickly, and then suddenly a wall of plant matter has just shot up and is now obscuring the scene.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, Sildra, you are up first in the order. How would you like to begin?
So I have ideas. I don't know if they're good ones.
Oh, share with the class, please.
Sildra. And I don't know why they're doing this. They are going to go ahead and look at Momori. And with a very confused look on their face, just ask, "Who are you and why are you attacking us?"
Well, first of all, there was a bomb, and it killed people, so I feel like I need to take care of some business here. Are you with them?
I mean, I just stumbled in here. I don't know anyone else here. Look, I've got my reasons for trying to find these guys. I don't know how you found them same time I did, but like, can you just chill? Could you just not?
Absolutely not. I'm going to destroy these people. And if you get my way, I will destroy you as well.
the temple wasn't that great anyway. I mean,
Like, I care about the people that died, and no one who comes for anyone who I care for is gonna, like, get out alive, alright? I'm coming for them. So, like, gods can go, but people, I'm gonna protect.
I'm first of all, I'm not even sure if anyone died. I kind of just wasn't really there for all that, but I'm also just not sure about the idea of hurting all of these kids because one person made a mistake. I'm just saying, like, mistakes happen, accidents happen. It's just, just maybe we should hear them out. Maybe they're not all bad.
As you two are kind of having this back and forth, the three older clown teens are kind of like eyes going back and forth and then kind of glancing at each other, still battle ready. Momori, when you said the gods can, or the temple can go kick rocks, the cat girl did kind of like grin at that, but you did clock her and she is still like kind of like eyes set on you.
Oh no, this fight is gonna happen.
Yep.
Like, Momori's gonna kick this cat girl's butt. And she's gonna like
That's
it.
fine.
She's gonna enjoy
She
it.
wants to fight so bad. The other two, though, are looking at Sildra kind of like a little less aggressively than they were a second ago, considering you chucked a snowball at their already kind of like injured partner.
Oh, I see where the confusion is. No, I was aiming for the girl with the giant hammer.
The boy teen Damos kind of looks you over and he's like, "You're cool, right? You listen. It's like you said, accidents happen. You're cool. We don't need to fight you. So, listen, she can't just throw the hammer around. We're gonna kick her ass for sure. But like, we don't got beef with you, buddy, right?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't think that we all need to get involved, but like these two definitely they got some shit to work out. I I don't know what's going on between them, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe they have some history.
Or maybe this person bought an entire temple with people inside. I don't know. Like, does no one else see a problem with this? You're all okay with people dying just because of their religious beliefs? We're all fine with that.
Sildra is gonna go ahead and give Momori a very pointed look for just a split second and hope that she catches it.
Hey, Sildra, I need you to make a deception check for me.
Okay.
This is all well and
this.
good. Because while Damos is all well and excited that you might be potentially cool and not necessarily trying to attack them, Draxa, the younger girl, does not trust you for shit. She is eyeballing you.
I rolled a 9, but
Uh-huh.
my deception is +5, so that's 14.
It's not bad. I'm just gonna double check her stats. And yeah, on a 14, the kind of magical fire around her hands kind of pulls back a little bit, and she straightens up and she says, "Oh, okay, well, I mean, they seemed, I don't know, they don't seem like a threat. They do some shitty card tricks, and clearly have no taste in, a good deal when they see one. But I personally don't see why we need to mess with, this guy over here. You, however," and she kind of like points her other still flaming hand in Momori's direction. She's like, "This we have to address." Sildra, is there anything else you want to do on this turn, or are you spending it just kind of like smooth talking?
They're gonna sort of step protectively in front of Bobino
Okay.
and kind of shield them with one hand from the chaos that's about to ensue.
Yeah, he kind of like peeks up from between his fingers. He's like, "Oh, man, your card tricks aren't shitty, by the way. I shouldn't say that word. Your card tricks aren't bad, by the way. I thought they were kind of cool."
Hey, thanks, dude.
All right. And that's your turn, I would say. Yes.
Yep,
Very cool.
I'm playing the long con.
You're playing such an
Hey.
interesting game.
I have a plan, or Sildra has a plan. Whether or not it will be
communicated to
successful
anyone
in the long
else.
run. I
Yes,
mean, they
this is-
didn't really have a lot of time to communicate things, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Momori did just like run out of the bushes, like, so this is totally fair. And but point of order, who was Sildra throwing that snowball at? Like,
The cat girl.
what?
Oh yeah, they
Okay.
were aiming for Catgirl, but they're playing it off like they missed
Right,
you
they-
instead of her.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. All right.
But Momori doesn't know that.
Sure.
They're like, this chick already hates me.
What's the worst that could go from here?
She already
Yeah.
tried to bash my skull in.
Yep.
Okay. Soldier, with your turn done, Bobino is next up in the order, and they kind of he slides off of the big bag of loot he was sitting on now that you're standing in front of him, and he starts sticking a hand in and rummaging through, just trying to keep an eye on the situation. He kind of calls out from behind you. He says, "Guys, come on, we're almost back at camp. Like, we really, do we need to do this? Like, come on." And the other three teens are just not even like looking at him. When they saw Sildra kind of stand in front of him, there was a moment of like, what are you doing with our boy? And then seeing the protective stance, it was like, oh, okay. No, we agreed. This stranger is probably fine to be around our child. Damos, however, is next up in the order, antagonistic towards Momori, wielding a, say, about a 5-foot long carved wooden staff that he's been twirling around in his hands back and forth. And he is going to go after you, Momori, with that same staff.
Bring it.
And he kind of lifts the staff over his head and just kind of winds up a big, just like, smack in your direction. And he is going to roll his strength, which is... Okay. He doesn't hit. He does not.
What was that number, Grace?
It was a 3. He winds up, and his mannerisms thus far paints him as very artificially friendly. He's clearly the biggest performer of this gaggle of clowns, and as he's twirling the staff in his hands, approaching you and takes a big wind-up swing in your direction, he flashes you like a cheeky smile and a wink, and just whiffs it. Momori, you sidestep this so easily. This theater nerd does not know how to fight.
Dear God.
And he
So
stumbles over his feet.
endearing.
He's like, next time for sure. Just don't move next time. That was about to look really cool, I swear. And the other two girls kind of like roll their eyes at him.
Momori raises an eyebrow at him. That's all.
Cool. He is now flustered. It's not a status condition, but he's like, I'm supposed to look cool while fighting. Now I look like a nerd. Next up in the order is Mateo.
Okay, so I'm watching this bullshit ensue.
You're watching a
Absolute-
wall of vines.
I mean, how thick is the wall of vines?
You can peek through. It's not like a knitted like fence.
Okay. I mean, I think I am going to try and hit Catgirl with my slingshot from here.
Okay.
It's got a range of 30, so I think I'd be...
She's in range.
Yeah, okay. Should I investigate to see if this is like actual vines? Because I feel like Mateo knows that there's magic happening here.
Mateo is a skeptical guy. He is welcome to investigate if he's like, whoa, what's happening here? If he wants to get like a better handle on the situation.
Can I investigate and attack in the same move? If I'm not like running anywhere.
If you're standing in the same spot,
I'm crouching.
Sure.
I'm in a bush.
I would say sure, because one is to like assess the situation and the other is going to be to like take aim, which in this scenario is going to be difficult one way or another, so I'll give it to you.
Okay, so Kev, you said that was an investigation?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 10.
Any modifiers on that?
That's with my +4.
So you would have had to beat a 13.
Okay.
Yeah, then some vines that just popped up, and they don't look like they can very easily be like pushed through. They don't have like thorns or anything on them, but they seem like they're not gonna just be something you can brush aside to get in easily.
They're thick with 2 C's.
Mm-hmm. Here's some chunky vines. That's going to make aiming your little slingshot a whole lot harder.
Okay. So, would you say I don't get sneak attack damage on that? Because I wouldn't have advantage? I have a sneak attack.
You do have a sneak attack, but you are also aiming through gross nasty vines.
Yeah, okay, I only get it if I have advantage.
Yeah, roll up and down. Let's call that DM compromise.
So a regular roll?
Regular roll, because I was going to have you roll disadvantage for trying to aim through vines, but this would have been a sneak roll. Like, you would have had advantage on them because they don't know that you're here.
Yeah. I'm carefully aiming my shot here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is a 14 to hit Catgirl.
Ooh, that exactly hits. You pull back on your slingshot, and whatever you have it loaded up with is like a rock, a whatever. I don't know what slingshots use.
A rock.
You got this big rock, and you pull back, and you manage to find one real nice opening in these big thick vines, and you let loose, and the rock makes a nice clean shot directly at the back of the head of this cat girl, and she goes like stumbling forward. What's the damage on that?
It's a D4 plus 3.
Okay.
So, I got a 4. Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, so 7.
Okay. Your stone smacks her in the back of the head. She stumbles forward and is now holding both sides of her head. And she says, "What the hell was that?" She's pissed before, she's extra pissed now, and the other two clowns are looking around trying to find where that stone came from. And Draxa says, she's looking at Momori right now. She says, "Are there more of you? Who else is around here? Who's with you?"
Oh, I don't know. Does it make you feel better if I let you know that you can surrender, like now, if you'd like? We don't have to fight. You guys can come back and face judgment willingly. Oh, and all the relics are coming back with us as well. So it's your decision, really. You want to, and she kind of motions around, face the odds, or, continue to try and defend this one bad decision you made.
Draxa, the younger girl, kind of glances over at Cat Girl, and she says, "Itaki, come on, like, is it worth it? I mean..." And Gitaki, her name is, stands up straight again, just furious with this overall situation. She says, "We didn't do what we did just to turn back around with our tails between our legs, saying sorry about your stupid temple coming down on some stupid people's heads. We're leaving with our loot, and we're leaving you, and she sticks a clawed paw towards Momori, we're leaving you right here.
Oh, I very much doubt that.
Mateo, that's your turn. Up in the order is Draxa, and her hands that are still fired up are still going. And with Gitaki's comment of, we're staying and fighting this one out, she turns back to Momori, and she casts... She's going to use the spell Burning Hands directly at Momori's direction. So...
Great. Momori loves this. You can see, like, with the dude with the staff coming at her, she's totally fine. Momori is, like, playing it cool, but, like, she is sweating with this.
So
disgusting. Gross. Smack.
But Momori also has a stupid high AC, and I need my girl to roll so good because I want her to hurt you so bad.
Great. I love you too, Grace. Grace, what was that? What was that number, Grace? What's the number? What's the number?
Hold on, because I gotta double check a thing. I gotta double check my notes because I took rules notes on this spell. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. So I think you guys have to roll against what I'm about to do. Because, spell description, you hold out your hands with thumb and fingers touching... As you hold your hands with thumbs touching and fingers spread, a thin sheet of flame shoots forth from your outstretched fingertips. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. Per rulebook that I found.
Am I inside of the cone?
No, you were behind this because you launched that rock and it hit the back of Gitaki's head, and they're facing. You're behind them, and she is facing towards Momori in a different direction.
Sick.
Yeah. So I gotta roll a whole lot of dexterity saving throws actually because no.
Everyone.
No.
Oh, just me?
Actually, yeah. In fact, it is just you.
Because they're just everyone else is behind.
Everyone else is clustered together. Except for
Gitaki?
No, oh my god.
If you say Bobino, I am gonna flip this table.
I'm gonna be mean. I didn't necessarily specify where Bobino and the loot was situated at.
Grace.
So...
But wait, but Sildra's standing in front of them, though.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is a 15-foot cone of flame, and I'm going to have Momori, Sildra, and little Bobino make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
No!
Oh, shoot. I dropped. Oof.
These clowns are lacking morals.
They're a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, Momori has a lot to say.
She should have read her spell cards more carefully.
11?
And
that's a 21 with my dex modifier. So
okay.
I hope you rolled really good for these flame hands. I hope this move was worth it, Grace. Worth Bobino. Our sweet boy. This innocent child.
Wait, no, wrong dice. Okay, hold on. Bobino gets a second chance. Hold on.
Oh my god.
I got my D10 and my D20 confused.
Oh god.
No, he rolled a 14. Kevin, what'd you roll?
11.
Okay. Okay. That hits Kev. Momori and Bobino managed to scrape by. Sildra.
Oh my gosh, I'm worried about Sildra.
You are standing in front of this small clown child on the sack of loot that he's currently, trying to paw his way through. And as Draxa holds out her flaming hands in your direction, you brace yourself in front of this kid as she unleashes this cone of fire in your direction. And I need you to take 3d6 damage. Don't mind if I do. Where's my d6?
Oh, shoot.
I'm gonna die.
No.
And I have
You're not
3d6 right
left.
here. How great. How convenient for me.
I literally have a max of 8 health.
That's no.
Grace.
Mhm.
Grace.
Oh no.
What's the
Max of 8.
damage?
Okay. So Sildra's down.
What's the damage,
What was
Grace?
the Grace?
Am I instant killed? Is it
No, you
Is
are
it
not
16?
instant killed. Sildra takes 10 damage.
okay? Okay.
But you are the healer
I'm
of
on
the
death
party.
row, but I'm alive. Okay. Well, there goes my perfect plan.
But oh wait, no, hold on. A brain blast because
Huh?
Sildra is wearing the Caritas breastplate, which
Yeah.
halves damage
Oh!
when throwing yourself in harm's way for the sake of another.
Oh my god.
Sildra takes 5 damage.
Wait, they actually used it.
Oh
I'm
my
shocked
god.
at this turn of events.
I am. Oh my god.
Character development.
Sildra, you brace yourself for this cone of fire coming towards you and little Bobino. And as you kind of put your hands up over your face, trying to shield yourself and this kid, the breastplate you're wearing shines with an opalescent light and casts some of these flames skyward as it makes contact with you. And you feel somewhere, like, inside you that this could have been very bad. But this shining breastplate, its sheen dies out as the flames fizzle out. And you're standing. Barely, but you are standing. Oh my god.
Momori glances over her shoulder in a very, like, nonchalant way, but, like, it's kind of just like, crap. And turns back to, what's-her-face? Cat Girl.
Yeah, after Draxa casts her spell and she sees that she hits Sildra and that Bobino is right behind her, her hands fly up to her mouth and she kind of like singes her tongue a little bit and she's like, Bobino, I'm so get out of here, like run, you need to leave now. And Bobino is kind of like staring at her with wide eyes like, that was really scary, why did you do that? You hurt this really cool person.
I'll get him out of here. Where were you guys going?
Damos is like, okay. He starts rummaging through his pockets and chucks. It looks like a small little flute in your direction. And he says, blow that thing as hard as you can, and then when Busto comes in, you guys gotta go. He'll take you back. Just get out of here once he's here. We'll take care of the rest.
Busto?
Just blow the damn flute, man.
Oh, I think we have to wait for Sildra's turn to do that. So
Yeah. Because right now it is Gataki's turn, and seeing the situation unfolding, she's been hit a couple of times. Poor little Bobino just had the shit scared out of him, and this girl that clocked her with a meteor hammer, who's threatening to turn them in, and has just made her so angry. She goes charging at Momori with claws outstretched, looking to maul. And she is going to roll, and she hits a nat 20 on that.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh, Kataki is pissed, and she's going for Momori's throat. She is ready to destroy this person in front of her. She races towards Momori, just intent to do grievous harm, and that is going to do double damage, in fact, because that's how this game do. And that is Momori, take 5 damage. Yeah, because it's double damage plus 3. So take 5 damage as this cat girl slashes you across the chest.
Sure. Does she move away after she does that? Or is she still in range?
She is in range. She slashes you and just has this wild look in her eyes as she says, "People like you that did this to people like me. I don't care if you hate the gods yourselves. If you're willing to defend the people who do care for them, you're just as bad as the rest."
Listen, everyone who went to that temple, and where he points at everyone who went there had people like Bobino who cared about them. And honestly, in my eye, you're the one who's like the gods. If you're killing people for your whims and you want to justify it with whatever the heck thing that you're going to justify it with, how does that make you any better than the gods themselves?
Her ears flattened back the moment you said you are just like the gods in your behavior. You just keep making this cat girl angrier and angrier with every word that's out of your mouth. She's like hissing at you. It's Momori's turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and use a straight up and down on our bike. Momori's just gonna punch it. So. Oh,
Blocker.
I'm gonna roll a d20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 13.
Oh,
Okay.
unfortunate. You wind up, and she dodges you with a cat-like grace as she quickly pulls to the side as you swing at her. She's on her feet, and that is the end of the first round of combat. So much happened.
A chatty round.
Oh god. Sildra, you're up. It's back at you.
Okay. They have a flute. They have a child. Are the relics in like a wagon or something?
It's in this big burlap sack that Bobino is currently like rifling through, looking like he's seeking out something in particular.
Okay. I don't know what this flute is gonna do, but I also don't want them to get suspicious of me. It's like, I don't actually want to kill this lady, even though she tried to kill me once.
She hasn't tried to kill you for a full round of combat. I mean, that's something, right?
Well, she kind of inadvertently aimed a fireball at me.
Bygones.
And they didn't say where they were going, right?
No.
No.
Damos threw a flute at you, said blow it, and that the 3 of them would take care of Momori while you and Bobino got away.
Sildra blows the flute?
Sildra, you blow this flute real loud and real sharply, and everyone around just kind of like covers their ears because this is a very loud, high-pitched sound. Nothing happens, but Bobino's eyes kind of go wide and looks back up at you from what he was currently like trying to seek, and he says, "Oh no, not no! I always get sick when you call him Busto. No." And Draxus says, "Shut up, Bobino! You're getting out of here one way or another. Get on, Busto!" And Sildra, is there anything else you want to do with that turn? And blow a flute real loud.
Considering that nothing has come yet, they're gonna go ahead and grab Bobino and the trinkets and open up a hole in the wall and run right out and then just close it behind them.
Fascinating. Fun choice. Okay. As you kidnap this small child, the other three are like, "Oh, hold! You get the hell back here!
I'm not getting burnt again.
You're not stealing our boy."
He'll be fine. He's got the flute.
Just for the record, I know Sildra is kind of a bigger character. You are hauling a very husky 10-year-old in a sack that maybe weighs like 80 pounds.
Baby.
So you've got a bit of a load you're carrying.
They're trying very hard to run, but they are very scrawny.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Looking up something real quick. Strength multiplier. Strength score multiplier by 5.
However you're carrying Bobino, he's fine with it. He seems like a kid who's used to being lifted and hoisted. Like, he's not like struggling, he's just kind of accepting this.
So their carry weight is 40.
No, okay, never mind.
What? They're not carrying this child. They're taking them by the hand and dragging this bag behind them.
How much did that trout weigh?
Yeah.
39 pounds.
Less than 40, apparently.
The trout roll was a nat 20, so they get to have that one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you've got Bobino by the hand, and you're racing through the hole in the wall of vines. As he's looking over his shoulder, he's like, "Wait, no, I have to help them. They need my help."
I lied. I forgot a 1 in the calculator. It's 120.
Whoa. Whoa.
I missed a 1.
So fireman.
Yeah, you did.
It's 8 times 15, not 8 times 5.
Sildra been working out, man.
All that trout.
It's all
Beefy.
that fishing. It all comes back to the fishing.
You start out running by like holding Bobino by the hand, and as soon as he showed any hesitation or like trying to pull back, you sling this kid over your shoulder, and you're running into the woods. It's Bobino's turn, and as he's over your shoulder, he starts kind of like hitting your back. He's like, "Wait, no, come on, we gotta go back. No, we're gonna miss Busto. We gotta go back to him." Yeah, he's throwing a little bit of a fit. He's getting like kind of worked up, and like a little bit weepy over your shoulder, but for the most part.
I would like to point out that they're not like going off into the woods. They're just behind the wall.
Oh, okay. He's still like smacking at your back, trying to like get down as soon as he sees you're trying to like remove him from his friends. So you've got a little 10-year-old throwing a tantrum on your back. Next up in the order is going to be Damus, who sees you run off with his small boy, and he goes to disengage from the conflict with Momori.
Hey, Grace.
Yeah.
Grace is moving away from me.
He's trying to.
Is he spending an action to like formally disengage?
Yep, he's done with Momori, and as soon as he sees you kidnapping his small boy, he's doing what he needs to get away from the situation. So, Maddie, roll to take a hit if you want.
Momori's not gonna do it. Momori's gonna let that happen. Because Momori trusts in the ability to talk their way out of this. And also, I think if we take down the cat girl, the other going to be much more reasonable, so.
Okay.
That's Momori's line of thinking. Like, Momori sees the opportunity. Momori also wants Bobino to be safe. So, she hesitates and kind of, like, chills.
Cool. Okay. Damus runs out. He's just going after Sildra and Bobino. Mateo, you're up next.
Do I still have to investigate these vines? I would like to if that allows me to do a sneak attack.
I mean, you can look through it. You still don't know that these vines are an illusion, but I mean, you have like a line of sight. But Kataki also changed her position when she went after Momori, so you'd have to like re-roll to aim again, and this time it would be with disadvantage.
But I can do sneak attack every turn. Once every turn. I'm still in a bush.
You're still in a bush.
Yeah, as long as you're hidden.
As long as you're hidden and still aiming through like these difficult vines, I won't make you roll disadvantage or advantage. It cancels itself out. So
cool. I'm gonna bonk her in the head again if I can.
If you can.
Okay, 11 plus 5, 16 to hit.
Ooh. Yeah, that does hit. You load up another rock into your slingshot and you reposition yourself this time. You kind of have to look around again to get a clear line, but she's very clearly engaged with Momori on the other side of this clearing. And once again, you pull back and let loose, and your rock sails through again, and this time it hits her in the neck, and she kind of whips her head to the side, and she's looking around, and Drax is looking around trying to find wherever these rocks are coming from.
Okay. I rolled a 4 for damage.
Okay. All right, that is Mateo's turn. I mean, you haven't moved. Well, you did have to move to get a better angle, so yeah, that's Mateo's turn. Cool. Next up in the order is Draxa, who now that, like, she sees that these rocks are kind of consistently coming, she's going to roll to investigate her surroundings, to try and, like, get a read on either where they're coming. So let's roll for that. Kev, out of curiosity, what does she have to roll in order to, like, see through the illusion of these vines?
She'd have to roll a 13 or higher.
Okay. Bullshit. Okay. She rolled a 12.
Nice.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Loser!
Yeah, she kind of, like, steps back from where Gataki and Momori are kind of grappling with each other, or just, like, having their own little beef, as she tries to get a survey on the general perimeter. She doesn't get much from that, other than I think she finds, like, the one half of this, like, it's clearly coming from, like, behind, so she's now got her sights kind of on the opposing side of the arena in your general direction, Mateo. She's turned around. And with that, it is Drax's turn, and she's going to let off another cone of fire. And this time she is facing towards you. So do me a favor and roll dexterity.
Okay. 1 second.
Wait, who is she faced? So is everyone, or
she's facing away from you two? So Bobino and Sildra and Deimos have exited the arena. She is facing away from Momori and Gataki, and she is facing in Mateo's general direction, and he is within range of this attack.
sure?
Did you say dexterity?
Dex, yeah.
Okay. 17 plus 3, dirty 20.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
20.
Mateo, through the hole in the vines that you use to launch your slingshot rock at Gataki, you can see Drax's fiery hands take that same kind of spellcasting form, directly, like, looking down the barrel at you, and you have just enough time to dodge out of the way of this cone of flame that shoots through the vines.
Just enough. I bet I started walking, like, immediately after I shot it. Leisurely walked
really
to
cool.
another 90 degrees around that circle.
Sure, not freaked out at all. But she lets loose this cone of flames, and it burns through the vines. But the vines are an illusion, so they're not damaged by this fire like you would think they should be. And I think with that, Kev, does that allow for her to be like, hey, these aren't real vines because they're not on fire?
Let me double check that, because that is a good question.
She's setting trees on fire for sure.
Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion.
The fire is physical, right? Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When she sees that the vines are not catching fire, she's like, oh, you've gotta be shitting me. And she turns back around to Gataki and she's like, we gotta go now. Look, Buster's gonna be here any minute. Gataki, we have to go this is not worth it. And Gataki kind of looks over her shoulder at Drax and she's like, I'm not finished here. And looks back at Momori. And it's Gataki's turn.
Momori smirks at her.
Gataki is going to roll to just keep swiping, and you guys are up close. This is fisticuffs. No shot. No, that can't be right.
Grace,
What was it?
What was it?
That was a second nat 20 for Gataki.
Holy
No.
beans!
I don't
Not what I
know
was
why this is happening. Yeah, she really wants you dead. This went from being like defending her like line of thinking and kind of like getting away to, oh, I personally want you on the like in the ground.
Yeah.
And you guys are up close, you're trading blows, and you know, her claws are out, and this time she is aiming for the throat, not the chest. Okay, so Momori is going to take 13 damage.
Holy! Yeah.
She got
That's
you.
an instant. Momori's on the ground now.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
no! No! Wait! No! Sildra's their only healer! No! Shoot!
Yeah, no.
Ah!
Can you see through
This
your
cat
own
girl
vines?
killed Momori.
I don't know! I don't think so!
Everyone knows the vines are an illusion, so I mean...
I guess! But they have a reputation now that they work so hard for them? They're so close! They have the trinkets right there!
Yep.
It's fine, Kev. I have, 2 death saves to go. You have time.
You have 3.
You have 3.
You have 3.
3, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fine.
Why did we pick this fight?
Because people were dying, and these people were
Not the
had our stuff.
time. Not the place.
Momori, you smirk down at Gataki when she says that she's not finished with you. And as you're smirking, she kind of feints her punch. She leads with one hand and then comes in with the other across your throat. And you go down, you're holding your throat, and you start coughing, and it feels hot and wet, and it feels so gritty. And you cough, and more of this grit comes up than ever has before. And you spit out a mouthful of dark red, blood-saturated sand as you fall forward, unconscious. Story Hoard is produced by Grace, Maddie, Margaret, and Kev. Our theme song was written and composed by Vocal Outburst. Follow for updates and artwork on Twitter and Tumblr at StoryHoardPod, or visit our website at storyhoard.card.co. You can find all these links and more in the description of this episode.
Well, it's been nice playing with you guys. Momori was great. But this is it. And
No.
I'd like to thank y'all and see you on the other side.
You'll be fine.
Hey, Momori, it is your turn. Do you want to roll one death save
Oh,
to
shut up.
set the tone?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'd love Ace with
Okay.
your cheater 20s. That's an 18 though.
Oh,
Yeah. I got an 18.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
one
Okay,
Liz.
nice. Yay!
What do I need? One more and then I'm okay?
Yep.
Yeah. But
Cool.
if you get 2 more fails, then you're dead. You're permadead.
Awesome! Great! Love it! Do we have any necromancers in like town on our party somewhere?
Not
in this
yet. We're
universe?
not that level yet. We're not
Not
strong
yet.
enough for necromancy.
Sildra's grand plan.
All along.
You don't know them.
They
The
would.
Sildra's secret school of
They
magic
would.
that they've been working on for years. The fishing really, it's a long con, but it's participating.